energy. Yes, you will see TPS bags shortly. Joining me, her name is Princess. Yes, Princess Debo Odutola. I call her Omoba Bam Bam. Yes, she'll be sharing a success story with us. A never say die spirit and total passion for made in Nigeria products. I hope that Miss very creative Nigerian, a lot of people, especially the state governments, because she is doing some incredible furniture. And when I saw them, I thought this was made by Versace, but this was made by this great. Yes, I can see her. She's joined me here. Thank you. Omo Babam Bam, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
I think you need to adjust your camera a bit so that your head can come higher. We need to see you better. That's too much now. Okay, perfect. No. Let it go up a bit more, a bit more. We need to see you just a bit more. We're not there yet. Just straighten the camera and be right in the middle, please.
So is it okay?
Just let it go up a bit. It's a bit too low.
More.
Yes,
it's a bit too
you
low.
can see where my head. You can see where my head is on the camera.
Okay, so, you know what? David, give me a cushion. Let me raise myself on my chair.
But okay, I thought the camera would have been a lot easier. Okay.
No, the other one. Okay. No, this is too big. The other. Okay, give me 1 minute.
I see so many people have joined us already. Thank you so much for joining us. For me, this is a session that all creative Africans should watch. Africa has so much to offer to the world. So, but you see, a lot of designers are not our usual protocol, and that is that we're going to play a music to welcome you and to relax you on the show. This is a show like no other. Trust me, no other one is like this. It's a show that you will enjoy. So we'll give you Onisha Yanu, because what you are doing is that you are doing some wonderful work.
Thank you.
Onisha Yanu, you're the God of awesome wonders, tasting of your power. Onisha Yanu, you have shown me so much mercy, much more than I deserve. My eyes have seen, my ears have heard. In all you praise the word and things around has lifted me away. Hello, Bumi.
Oníṣẹ́ ìyanu. You're the God of the wonders. Please don't your people. Oníṣẹ́ ìyanu. You have shown me so much mercy, much more than I deserve. Winter storm, how are you? Auntie Shalom, how are you, ma'am?
Princess, we seem to be having problems with your internet. If you can hear me, we seem to be having problem with your internet. Maybe you need to log out and log in again, please. Hey, hey. Yes, I can see Nikki Ebony. Oh my God. You are awake already from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you for joining us once again. Okay, let's try to bring Princess Debo Odutola in again. Oh, no. Yes, you are welcome back. I hope you're in. God, is there any other internet you can use? The internet is really, really bad. I think because of the rain also. Um, yeah, the internet is bad. The internet is bad. The internet is bad. Is there any other internet, any other phone you can use? Maybe King David can give us his phone if you log in on King David's phone.
Well, I think I can hear you well. Can you hear me now?
I'm hearing you now, or maybe you need to put your phone on do not disturb. Yes, I need to
It's
see
already
that.
it's on do not disturb. It's on do not
Because
disturb.
that might also affect it. Okay, it's been going off.
Off and on, yes. That it
Okay,
was
so
NEPA. NEPA was changing to our 24 hours light. So we're in Nigeria.
okay,
Don't worry. So
it will be well. It will be well. That's why we're bringing someone like you, those who believe totally in Nigeria, because it takes total belief and faith in the country to do what you are doing. So, how are you
yeah.
this afternoon?
I'm great. It's a wet day, and I think the grace of God just came down today. The rain.
Yes, the showers of blessing.
Showers of
The
blessing.
showers of blessing.
And I pray that this
Yes,
rain
maybe
will
we.
keep away COVID-19 permanently from Nigeria,
Yes,
because we're getting to the end of
yes,
May. So we need to just ask
yes.
God
Maybe
to
we
use
get
this
showers
rain
of
to keep
blessing.
out COVID-19 so that our economy
Showers
can
of
pick up.
blessing.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. Uh, where do we start from now? Because there is so much. Let me start by thanking you. You might not remember. We have a few mentors in common. The first being the late Bishop saw you was in Iyayo's house. That is Chief Mrs. Adebisi Abiola's apartment at Moshood Abiola Crescent. And again, we also had another mentor in His Royal Imperial Majesty, Oba Okwade Shijuwade Olubushe II. Olubushe Reogun Ebiti Kimopiri Osumole
The great
Sume.
king.
And of course, I met your mom, who I believe is about 95 years old now. And she was a mom, to me. So I want to thank you for all the support, all the protection, especially at that time when I was declared wanted by the military government. You were there, and you were one of those people. I only have one prayer for you, that there should be a shower of blessings in your life.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
This is the promise of God. There shall
There
be
shall be
seasons
seasons refreshing.
then come the
That's the
Savior above. Showers of
blessing.
showers of blessing, mercy drops down
Mercy
as
drops
I
round
fall.
us only, but for the showers we need. There shall be showers of
Yes,
blessing.
I've always said it. If we don't promote good people, bad people will thrive. Problem to us a lot. So today, I have the pleasure of appreciating and celebrating a woman of substance and someone who has made us very proud. I never knew you were this passionate about made in Nigeria. Could you tell us how it all started?
Thank you very much, Basharon. And thank you for bringing me on this program. I want to wish you a happy birthday again.
Thank
And I
you.
pray that your next decade will be glorious and more fulfilling than your past decade.
Amen.
Your
Amen.
home will continually be blessed.
Amen.
Okay, so initially I was into real estate and it was thriving. We were making money. I invested in a few properties. It was on a low, completely low. There was a lot of to let. So I looked at myself. I said I have bills to pay. I have children to pay their school fees. Everything was just, you know, crumbling in my face. The fear when you don't have money. Money I don't know. Baba Jaya
Baba
ni.
Ijaya, Daddy.
So I said to myself, I said, okay, I'm going to fast. Even though I have ulcer, I will fast and pray. I want to hear. I told him I want a business that will give me fame and will give me fortune. And it will bring me everyday money.
Fame and fortune.
So initially, we were trying to clear the waterfront when Aremoniru was still the Commissioner for Environment, so that we can clear it for Eco Atlantic to come up. I put up a marquee there. I was doing a restaurant. I was making amala. It was thriving. But I knew it was for a short while because the whole idea then was to clear that waterfront to try and get all those area boys off the waterfront so that Eco Atlantic can start. So after then, I said to myself, what next? Now that canopy I bought, it was a full marquee that had a door, that had air conditioners and everything. One man had stopped one day to eat that. He said he was a pastor in Regime, somewhere in Iyanopaja. I took his number for some reason. I don't know. Then we were talking. He said, oh, that they have a children's department. I kept it in my left ear. So when I was going to wind that place down, I remember that man. I gave him a call. I said, sir, where are you? I need you to come and pack these things and use it as your children's chapel. He said, I don't understand. I said, that marquee where I was making amala at the waterfront in Victoria Island. He said, yes. I said, you met me, I'm the owner. I said, yes. I said, sir, come and take it, and you have to take it today. You know when I'm doing something, it's now. People call me a soldier. So the man said, can you give me till tomorrow? I said, it's fine. I got it protected for him. We had removed it. We had packed it. The aluminium door, we had kept it. We had bubble wrap. We had put everything for them. The only thing he couldn't take was the flooring. Anyway, long story short, the following day he came and he took it. And he said one prayer I will never forget. He said to me, he said, you will never lack. Okay, no, he asked me, he said, so how much am I selling it? I'm not selling. I want to give it to your children's department that you said you have a challenge with. So you will pay for setup. I give it to you. The man said to me, said, you will never lack. I said, amen. I can't even remember his name today, but I remember that he's a pastor. And so I went into prayers. 3 days. Now this was getting to my birthday in April. Then somebody came and gave me a bag, an Ankara bag, very tacky looking, badly made. I was not offended, but I was offended. I said, but you know Mike. I went into my bedroom, opened my wardrobe, I brought out all the scarves of all my boo-boos. When I make boo-boo, there is always a big scarf bigger than a wrapper. If I tie it, my head will be big. So I kept a lot of them. I now brought out a whole heap of Ankara fabrics. I was tired because I've been doing a lot, pulling out here. Okay, so I now had a prayer. What am I going to do with it? Where do I start? So I now called the person that gave me that bag. I said, so where is this bag from? She said, Lekki Market. I said, where is that? He said, it's an international arts and crafts market. In this Lagos? She said, yes. Will you come to my house tomorrow? She said, yes. You want to change it? I said, I'm not changing it. I want to see you tomorrow. So when she got here, I sat her down. I said, I want to do another line of business. She said, Auntie, she real estate money. I said, calm down. I'd been asking God that real estate is going to fall and is falling. All sorts of boys. Sewing bags. Leko, people are doing this. So my spirit just led me to one of them. I sat down with him. I said, how are you? Their English not so good because they're from the Francophone countries. He said, "Ça va, madame." I said, "Oh, you French? Me English. Ça va, ça va." We became friends. We hit it off. So I brought out my bag. He looked at me and looked at the bag as if, "What is this woman doing with all these clothes?" I said, "I want to make bags." I said, "Okay." I said, "How much?" He said, 3,000. 3,000. Mule say 1 million. You know, the cost of 3,000 naira. So that's how we started. I now saw some leather in his shop. I said, "Where is this leather from?" He said, "Moshi." Moshi, he said, "Yes." Okay, we'll go to Moshi now. He said, "No problem." I hired a bus. I got 2 plainclothes policemen. I took 1 SSS. Everybody in plain clothes. I wore jeans. I put money everywhere. Moshi, here we come. But do you know we entered Moshi? They didn't even know that a fly entered Moshi. I thought, oh, they were going to rob us. Nobody knew I entered Moshi. Nobody even knew who I was. They didn't even care. I was like every other person. But we bought and bought and bought. Of course, in the course of those who sell gum, those who sell this, and trust me, I bought drinks. We were all drinking. We had coke. We had malt. We were all there having fun. And I said, "I just want to start this business." I will never forget Ngozi in Moshi. One Igbo girl, she sells leather. She said, "Mommy, I will help you." I said, "Hey, anytime I get market, I will call you." I said, "Okay." So we started. So initially, it was just Ankara. There was no leather. After 2 months, I started putting a bit of leather. Then I remember that when my older brothers were getting married, the Okuno damask, ancient damask, I went to bring it out of my mom's closet. She had given them to me, but still here, I brought them out. And that was the first time I sold a bag, timeless. I sold 2. I made 2 turquoise. I sold it. Then the wrapper my mom used on her 50th birthday is black and gold. In those days, they wear white lace. I said, "Okay, today," because I could sell one for 45,000. Means that as we go higher, we're going to improve. And that was it. All the while, I hadn't incorporated the company. I was still waiting on the Lord for a name. And then I took one long name, like the name of his street, the Potter's Signature. I was reading Jeremiah 7. As long as the name of it. So I now traveled and I flew with Jimmy Choo. He was coming from Venice. We were connecting to America. I carried one of my bags. And then it was shocking me. Nigerian designer. I'd won my first award. Best Emerging Fashion Brand 2017. So that alone just was like an injection. As soon as I won the first award, I just went boom. I was doing it. Hey, move my award. Anyway, so the guy that was sitting by the window was Jimmy Choo. I was by the aisle. He said, "I like your bag." I just started running my mouth like a machine. "Oh, believe it. I'm a designer. I'm a Nigerian." I was just talking. He said, "My name is Jimmy Choo." I didn't hear well. When you are told about Farabali, you won't hear things. I said, "What did you then say your name was?" He said, "Jimmy Choo." Can I hug you? He said, "Yes." Of course, there was no COVID. I hugged him. I was so happy. We talked all the way to America. I showed him a lot of my designs. I showed him everything. And guess what he did for me? He gave me the contact to the manufacturers of hardware that does for the big brand. And that's why my stuff is different. If you find a hardware on my bag, you find the same thing on Tom Ford. We don't do their crest like Ferragamo, we don't. But the regular locks, the nickel, because of the guarantee and the warranty on them, we do from the main manufacturers in Hong Kong. And then every time I want to release a design, I'll send him a mail. I'll send it to him. He might not look at that mail in 2 weeks. But eventually he will come around and, oh, I'm sorry, I've been traveling. The course of our conversation, I told him, of course, you know me, Nigerians, you want to do everything. Oh, I want to get to Harrods. I want my brand in Selfridges. That means he was quiet. I said to myself, when he told me his story, I wanted to cry. He said to me that they're the big brands in the big stores on the high street, that they pay all the tax, and those girls in black, they pay for them. So at the end of every season, they have barely enough for themselves. They only have enough to restock. When his child was going into college, his friends had to contribute money for the child. I said, God forbid. They had to contribute money. There was no money. But he was restocking in Selfridges, in Harrods, in House of Fraser, everywhere. He had name. I mean, you mentioned Jimmy Choo, everybody knows Jimmy. He doesn't have money. I told him, I said, no, me, I have to have money. Whatever. And that's how you see the progression in our products was sharp. You know, it went from the lowest to the highest. And everybody was shocked. Then I had stopped making my bags in Jakonde. I went for training. The lady that I trained with also trains for Chanel and Russell on how to kilt your bags, because I wanted the quilting as a signature for our bags. So she gave me the specification of my machines, I bought. The specification of my thread, I bought. So which is why when people say your bags are different, there's something about it. I look at them, the finishing, the attention to detail, and the fact that I create my own designs. I don't care what's happening in the market. I don't care what people are killing themselves over. I create my own design and I follow what I'm doing. So this has been the very fast progression. So we're going to be seeing, you know, the finishing of an African product. I said, that sounds very interesting. Because Nigerians, we love quality and we love the best things in life. If there's a new car in a show, and you'll be saying to yourself, did I not just see it on CNN? But it's here. So luxury was born in Nigeria. We're not acquiring it. No. You see, Mrs. Ogunlese, Adam and Eve, she said to luxury. Yes, it's a lifestyle. And for those who were opportuned to come from a comfortable family, like I did, my dad would wear Bali slippers, which was pure leather. I make every bag I produce, I must be able to carry it as a human being. So eventually, we got the company incorporated. When he said to me, that name is too long, you have to cut it short. So it became TPS Luxury. So then it was no more the Porter signature. We got it properly incorporated as CSC. regular Chanel looking that everybody likes. The ones that are my creation, I have a patent on them. So, like I said to everybody, I said, we're made in Nigeria. We're supposed to be the giant of Africa. When you go to ordinary Marks and Spencer, which is the middle class store, you see made in Bangladesh, made in Vietnam. Do they have what we have? Where is the like of Chemtex in Nigeria? Where are they? Where is Aswani? Aswani was making top class Ankara in those days. So where are the industries that are supposed to now support us as manufacturers of local content? Because you see, by the time this administration came in 2015 and they passed the executive order of 003 of 2015, which amongst other things supports local content, somebody called me and said, come, are you in this government? I said, what do you mean? I'm a Nigerian. Said, are they doing this local content for you? I said, I don't understand. He said, because you've been using Akara before they did it. I said, well, it's God's favor. It just shows that I'm doing the right thing, the right upon himself. Got then the Minister for Trade and Investment, is also my pastor, Pastor Oke Enilama, with Dr. Jumoke Oduwole. They now started the ease of doing business. So that alone was able to help Nigerians who are also entrepreneurs to extend their tentacles. And then people of my age who are retiring from the 9 to 5, they're asking me, what are we supposed to do after retirement? I said, go and start taking care of your grandchildren. To buy chin chin lemon or DMRT, package it well. They have this lovely resealable packs. Tell a printer to do you a nice sticker, put it on it. When it grows bigger, you go to NAFDAC to get your number. They've done it in a way that to register a business name now is 5,000. So, which is why I said, for me, it's just God's time that I should be in this business at this time. In truth, wow. It is not my doing. It is not my doing.
Princess, this has been a lecture in business management that
yes,
pay heavily to receive at Harvard or Oxford. Business
correct.
Schools. Thank you. You can see I'm just listening. You won't believe we've spent about 35 minutes already. Just
can you imagine?
On one
topic. We have not even gone into production.
We are not going into it. We will get there. Before we go in, let me cool you down a bit with the next minute. Oluwa Etobi, the next music.
Oluwa Etobi.
Come on, everybody. Say,
Wow.
That brilliant version of Oluwaitobi.
Yes.
Before I carry on, I want to let you know that your royal father, Oba Adedokun Abolare, sent me a message that is very, very proud of you. And I've just been joined by Prince Adewale Adeyemo, all the way from North Carolina. Thank you, Wale, for always joining us. You know, so many people have joined. And I'm happy that you are taking us through this special lecture. Okay, now, so let's now look at the processes from conception to production to distribution.
Okay, so when we buy our regular leather, which is what we buy in the market, this is a skin, it's embossed. It's not original snake, it's embossed. Okay. So we buy this in the local market. But guess what? Now, this skin has been bought from Nigeria. Listen well, sir. They buy them from Kano. They take them out to process, and we're only buying the off-cut in motion. So the brands buy from here. Buy the off-cut in motion. For a long time, the monopoly of our skin in Kano